The snow is melting, it's getting warmer, the days are getting longer, and I can kind of feel myself reviving after a long winter for spring. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be a spring reset. Days are finally getting a little bit longer, the weather's getting a little nicer. It's almost the end of the semester, so I thought this would be a really good time to kind of reflect on winter, how things went, and kind of set some intentions and goals and just reset for spring. My name is Kenzie, if you don't know me. I'm 23 years old and I'm from Alberta, Canada. I'm a psychology undergrad and I've made this channel to document my journey towards grad school to becoming a therapist and how I'm balancing life along the way. So if that interests you, please subscribe. I'll be talking about wellness and lifestyle, mental health, personal finance, baking sourdough, spending time outdoors, just overall taking care of your well-being. So before I ramble on too much more, let's get into the reset. Alright, so I just made this little reset page on my Notion. So we have winter reflections, favorites, wish list, my spring intention, goals, and bucket list. So we'll start with the winter reflections. So for what went well for winter, I do feel like I've made a lot of positive changes in my habits and routines, which have helped a lot with my mental health. I think I've been a lot more social, which has been one of my big goals. And I wrote here, work hard, play hard, and I do feel like I've been doing that. I was really nervous for this semester. Definitely had a lot going on, but I think I was able to balance everything really well. At the beginning of winter, I was really prioritizing my sleep and my routines. I still have been doing that, but I think it's definitely been slipping a little bit. And then what could I improve on? So yeah, I have it right here, consistency with my habits, and then planning more intentional fun things. I really like having packed busy days. I find so often my days are packed with like work and school related things that sometimes on like if I have a day off, I don't really make it as busy because I'm scared I'm gonna get burnt out, but I do think it actually re-energizes me. So that is something I'd like to improve on. And yeah, being more consistent with my bedtime, getting my sleep in. And then something I'm grateful for is being a part of my honors cohort. I've really met some really amazing people and we actually get along super well. So it's been really fun, like getting to know everyone. We've been doing more stuff outside of school, so that's been really fun. Of course, my family and loved ones and my dogs. The friendships I've made these last few months. I've definitely gotten closer with a lot of people at school, which has been super nice. And then my educational opportunities. So everything with being in this honors program, getting to design a research study, being able to research something I'm super passionate about, and we're going to start recruiting for this I think soon. I have a student research day coming up where I'm going to present a poster on my research, so that should be fun. So yeah, that was winter. Alright, so now some of my favorites. So for media, we have the Fourth Wing books. I started reading Fourth Wing in January this year. I absolutely loved it. It was so freaking good. And then I've been reading the second book. I'm almost done that one. I'm gonna read the third book. I've been obsessed with these books. I love fantasy, so that's been really great. YouTube, I've really been enjoying Gabby Peterson. She's definitely been my top one lately. And Carter Sullivan, love her. And then this is a newer one, but I've been really enjoying her content as well. That's Krista Kennedy. For music, I really like most genres. Rap, I like country, rock, indie, but I've been really leaning into like country rock lately. So Alice in Chains isn't country, but I've been liking their music a lot. Ella Langley, Treaty Oak Revival, and Co Wetzel. And then Therapy by Gabby. So as I mentioned, I want to become a therapist, so I've been watching some of her videos on the topic on TikTok and YouTube. It's so related to what I want to do in the future, so alright. And then for beauty, the first one we have is the Lawless lip gloss. I'm actually gonna go grab it. Okay, forget the filler lip gloss. This is in the shade Daisy Girl. I've been obsessed with this. I think it's very like smoothing and nourishing, and I love the color. I'll actually put some on right now. The applicator is a nice shape too. But yeah, I think it definitely does a good job at plumping your lips, hydrates them at the same time, which I feel like is kind of hard to find. So yeah, I've been loving this. I really want the like cherry vanilla color. But yeah, I've been obsessed with this pretty much all winter. And then next we have embracing my pale skin. So I'm very pale, fair skinned. Often in the summer I like to fake tan, but I try to make it a goal every winter to just embrace the paleness, lean into it. This year I've really enjoyed it. I think I finally like found a bit of routine where it's like I feel like I'm still able to feel pretty with pale skin, which can be hard if you're a naturally pale person and you also like to tan. Spring and summer I probably will start fake tanning though, just because I love being tan in the summer. So but in the winter I like to lean into it. Next we have blow drying my hair. I am really lazy with my hair. I never like heat style it. I did not do anything with it. Here it's just in a clip. But lately I have been into blow drying my hair and trying to make it dry a bit more straight. And I've heard it's better for your hair than letting it air dry, so I've been into that. I think it's kind of revamped my look a little bit, so that's been fun. Alright, this next product is another lip product, and that's the Wonder Skin Lip Stain. I have the color Whimsical. It's like this really dark color, and when you put it on, it's like a dark purple blue. And you leave it on for a couple minutes and then you wipe it off and it stains your lips. I've been really enjoying like this paired with this on top. I think is so pretty and I've been obsessed with it. Also, all the products I'm talking about I will link in the description. Lastly, press on nails, which is funny because I don't have them right now. Often in the summer I get acrylics. I've been trying to think of a more economic way of doing it, and I've really enjoyed press on nails. I just need to be better about finding the time to do them. They don't take that long because they look really good actually, so I really recommend press on nails if you're a nail girly. Alright, next for food. I actually use this first one to make my coffee today. That's the Nescafe espresso powder, so it's like Nescafe Gold, I believe. So I've been really liking that. I've never been an instant espresso girl. Back home we have like a Breville espresso machine and I love it. I'm not there, I just use my Nespresso machine, but I've been really liking this powder, especially for like iced lattes. I feel like it's been really good, and it's a little bit cheaper than Nespresso pods, so highly recommend. And this next thing is like protein chia seed pudding. I've been absolutely obsessed. I think that was my breakfast that I meal prepped every day during the winter. Do chia seeds and then cinnamon, vanilla protein powder, milk, Greek yogurt, and a little bit of honey. I usually would cut up strawberries. I think this week I'm gonna try raspberries, see how that goes. Mix it up, let it sit overnight, and then have it in the morning. And it is so delicious. It's super high protein and high in fiber. Crock pot chicken, but this has just been one of my favorite ways to meal prep chicken. Makes it like not dry. When I'm busy I can just like leave it in the crock pot and then it's done when it's done. I've been doing this a lot of different ways, so seasoning it and then putting sauce on it or something. Or I've been really enjoying making like chicken salad and then dipping like tortilla chips in that. Or I did like a buffalo chicken dip once, higher protein with like Greek yogurt and buffalo sauce, and that was super good. So this has been like the way I've been cooking my chicken for a couple months now. And Ninja Creamies, so I have my Ninja Creamy back home. I'm obsessed with it. Ice cream is definitely my favorite sweet treat, favorite dessert. So I love that I can make like higher protein, lower calorie ice cream. I've found a few recipes that are like my go-tos. Chocolate is definitely like my favorite one. Yeah, maybe one day I'll make a video on my Ninja Creamy recipes that I love, because this is like my savior. And I know in the summer I'm gonna be crushing the Ninja Creamies. They're so good. Alright, and then for others, we have morning workouts. I've been switching my workout, like weightlifting time, to in the morning for classes or work. I often start at 8 a.m. I've been waking up pretty early, like 5:30, and then trying to go kind of straight away before I work or have classes. I used to be a morning workout girl, and it's been really great getting back into it. I've been loving that and hope to continue that. Then we have the Le Creuset bread oven. So I mentioned in the beginning, I really like making sourdough. I've been wanting a bread oven from them for like over a year. My birthday is in January and my parents so graciously got me one. They got me the dark green color. It is so beautiful. I love it. It creates like the Le Creuset stamp on the bottom. It creates such a nice like crust on your bread. So I've been loving that for baking my sourdough. Consistent bedtime routine. So I mentioned earlier, I've been kind of prioritizing my sleep. I have been slipping a little bit, so I need to like really dial back in on that, but that has been something that has been really helpful for my wellness and mental health overall. We have my UGG winter boots. I've been loving these. I got these for Christmas. I live in Alberta, Canada, as I mentioned. I really like doing things outdoors, so these are great because I'm an outdoorsy girl, but I'm also pretty girly, so I like to look cute. And I feel like these are like the perfect combination and they keep my feet warm, so I like that. So now we're gonna go into wish list. So this is just stuff I'm kind of wanting. I obviously probably will not even get all of these things at all. I think it's really fun to make kind of like a wish list, and I think it helps with impulsive spending because then you can kind of audit everything you want and kind of see what's worth it. All right, this first thing I'm wanting is this DP Hue gloss in the strawberry blonde color. My hair, I haven't dyed it in over a year. Everyone in my life has been telling me I'm a blonde. I don't think I'm blonde. I think I have light brown hair. I think it looks darker in this lighting, but naturally I'm kind of like reddish. I've been really wanting to gloss it, and I think it would refresh my look and kind of bring out more of that red vibrancy, and I think that'd be really nice for like springtime. So I think I probably will get this. Next is this bodysuit from Abercrombie & Fitch. I've been trying to be better about wearing bright colors. I wear a lot of darks. Tried to wear bright today. Soft matte seamless tee bodysuit in the color Garnet. I think this color is so beautiful, like kind of like corally, and I love Abercrombie. I'm also obsessed with Lululemon's Dance Studio mid-rise pant. I'm also a dance teacher. I don't think I mentioned that in this one. And I love these, like that they don't like cuff at the ankle. I think that's really nice. This is something I probably realistically won't buy in the next couple of months, but they are so cute and I definitely want them. All right, next we have this body spray from Sephora Fleur Vanilla Skin. I know someone that has this and it smells so good. I think it would be really nice for spring. Again, I don't know if I'll actually buy this because I definitely have enough fragrances, but it smells so good and I've been wanting it for a while, but we'll see. All right, now lastly, this one I probably definitely won't get. Definitely the most expensive thing. I currently have a little 110 dirt bike. I've had it for years and I've been wanting a bigger bike for a while. I do need to go to an actual dealership and sit on some bigger bikes and see which one feels the best, but I'm really wanting a KLX 230R. That's the one I have my eyes set on. I have a Kawasaki currently. I love the green. I think it would be a great size for me. I would have to sell my old bike. And yeah, this is probably not gonna happen, but a girl can dream. All right, so that is my wish list. So now we have my spring intention. So I just kind of wanted a mantra going forward into spring. Put, I grow boldly with joy and confidence. I just want to keep bettering myself and doing my habits and routines, but also prioritizing my happiness and trying to move confidently in the world. That's one thing I'm really trying to do, is just be more confident. All right, so now for spring goals. I broke them up into 4 categories. So we have financial, school, health, and personal. So for financial, I want to save and invest my monthly minimums, so continuing to do that and continue to track and budget. I'm a huge fan of budgeting. I actually have a video, I'll link it in the description, of how to budget as a student and how I like to budget. So I'm very passionate about that. So I just want to continue on the track I'm on. I do have more like specific like numbers that I have goals, but I'm obviously not going to share those. For school, I'd like to finish the semester with a 4.0. I have a couple weeks left, so I think we can do it, but we'll see. And then I mentioned I have a student research day that I have to present a poster at, so I just want to feel good about how I showed up for that. For health, we have continue to be consistent with weightlifting and exercise, keep meal prepping meals that make me feel good, and go to the dentist. I like to think I take really good care of my teeth. I have a really good oral dental routine, but I realized I don't think I've been to the dentist in a couple years, and I know you're supposed to go like I think at least every year. So I was like, oh, I should probably get on that. So my mom used to book for me and I just have not thought about it, so that's something I need to do. And then for personal, we have get back to consistent sleep hygiene. As I mentioned, I was really good about that. January and February, I've been kind of slipping up a little bit, so I'd like to return to that. It's not terrible, it's definitely better than it used to be, but be social and have fun. So I've been doing this a lot in March. I think sleep and that have been kind of related. So I'd like to try and do both. Read consistently. So again, that's something I was really good with January and February, and it's been kind of slipping up. I think also school is just getting really busy as I'm finishing up the semester. It is something that makes me feel really good and happy every night. So I would like to keep doing that. And then start planning my thing. So this is something I want to do this year, hopefully in the summer. So there is something I'm working on that I want to plan. So those are my goals. And then lastly, we have the bucket list. We have outdoors and activities, baking and cooking, and then reading and media. For outdoors and activities, I want to go paddleboarding. That's like my favorite thing in the summer. I don't think it actually has to be that warm out to go paddleboarding because you can wear like shorts and a hoodie if you want. Obviously you don't want to fall in the water, but I'm not too picky. I can handle a little bit of cold water. As I mentioned, I like to dirt bike. I'm definitely not the best at it, but I would really like to get better. For a few years now I've been wanting to improve at, so I would like to take my bike out at least once, go on a trail in my university city. I live here when I'm at school. Family and my loved ones are back home, and I'm from a more like rural small town. Spending time outdoors and trails and hiking and all that is like a really big part of my personality, I feel like. And sometimes when I'm here in the city I get kind of like frustrated because I feel like I can't do that, but realistically there are trails here, so I would like to find a trail here and go on a nice long walk at least once. I'm a big hockey fan, so I'd love to go to an NHL game. Again, I don't know if that'll actually happen. Tickets are expensive. That would be lovely. I love a good campfire, and especially now because often in the summer we do have fire bans because of wildfires. I like painting tree cookies. My boyfriend will often cut slices from little trees that are like this big, and then I like to paint them and then one hike back home. So I'm from like kind of like a mountain town, so I'd like to do one spring hike. Sometimes it's hard because there's still snow. I think I'd definitely be able to find a few that would work this time of year. Alright, so now baking and cooking. As I mentioned, I like making sourdough, so I really want to try making a raspberry cheesecake sourdough. I think that would be so good. I also want to try making sourdough croissants. I've never made croissants. I feel like they're probably hard, but I think I could figure it out. I love like sourdough discard recipes, so I think that would be amazing. And then a chicken French onion soup roast over mashed potatoes would be another crock-pot chicken meal. I think it sounds fancier than it actually is. I think you use like the French onion soup seasoning stuff. That's something I've had on my list of meals I want to try making. I mentioned I really like making Ninja Creamies, like protein ice cream. I really like cherry and chocolate together, so I want to make a cherry chocolate protein ice cream. I think I can figure out a way to make a good one. For reading and media, I mentioned I started Fourth Wing. Of course, want to read the third book, Onyx Storm. I want to finish the Throne of Glass series. I actually originally started it like probably in like 2015 or something, like a long time ago, and then last year I like picked them back up. I'm on like the fourth book, so I'd like to finish that series. I would really like to watch White Lotus. I think I'd be really into it. I see a lot of people talking about it. And then Adolescence, but a question mark. I actually watched this last night. Really good. I'm a psychology undergraduate and I want to become a therapist, so if you are also in that field of any sort, I would highly recommend watching it. And I think it highlights the emphasis of be careful what your children are watching on the internet, especially young boys. There's a lot of manosphere content on the internet right now, and there are real life dangerous consequences of that, so highly recommend. It was really good. So that is it for my spring reset. I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know in the comments something you're looking forward to in spring, or one of your goals or bucket list items, how your winter went, if you've read any of the books or watched any of the shows I've talked about, or some of the products. Let me know. I'd love to talk to you. Please subscribe if you haven't already and you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.